Okay, let's tackle this question. By the way, the question appears down here. We're going to compute the value of Rundle Corporation's current liabilities. So let's look at all the information they give us. December 31, year 4 balance sheet for Rundle Corporation is presented. These are the only accounts on their balance sheet, and amounts indicated by a question mark can be calculated using the information provided. Okay, so we have some information about its assets, some information about its liabilities and equity, and then we have additional information about its current ratio, its ratio of liabilities to stockholders' equity, and some other values. But on this example, we're only concerned with tackling this question. Compute the value of Rundle Corporation's current assets. All right, so let's work through this. I'll slide up. First, compute the current assets. They gave you total assets, that's $420,000, so we put that number right there. And if we subtract out the property, plant, and equipment, those are the only long-term assets provided, we know that what we're left with is current assets. So 420 less 301,000 gives us our current assets. All right, so what do we do next? Well, the next thing we should do is review the current ratio formula. And the current ratio formula, which is typically given as a percentage, is equal to current assets divided by current liabilities. Okay, so we know our current assets, and they gave us the current ratio. So let's go on to the next step. So all we have to do now is plug in the values we know and use algebra to solve for what we don't know. So they gave us 1.6. If I slide up, there's the 1.6 right there. I'll slide up a little bit. 1.6 to 1 is the current ratio. So 1.6 would be equal to the current assets, which we calculated as 721,000 right there. Okay, so sliding back down. 1.6 is equal to 721,000 divided by x. Now, we could go through the steps, right? Divide both sides by x, you get 1.6x equals 721. Then we divide both sides by x, we divide both sides by 1.6. The 1.6 cancels out on the left side, leaving you with x, and you're left with 721,000 divided by 1.6. So the final answer is 721,000 divided by 1.6, which is $450,625. And that's what we were trying to solve in this quick video.